Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, where let's just say tonight it's going to be about chaos and championships because, well, one man there who's a psycho killer just collected one championship. Well, he had quite a journey for. We'll talk about that, but we'll also talk about him and his tag team partner, which has been months in the making, are going to be collecting more championships. Yeah, they did eventually say the collective was going to collect almost all the belts, and that's going to continue this coming weekend. We'll also talk about another member of the collective that's in tag team action over in Parkersburg, West Virginia, where some might say is doing the gentlemanly thing. We'll talk about that. Maybe we'll even bring up a gentleman of exquisite caliber who's got something he's going to share for us. We'll get into that. We'll also talk about this guy who's apparently worldwide that had plenty of things to say about the collective, a group he used to be a part of. Oh, yeah, I've got the beat button. I've got that button. Don't you worry. I've got that. But also, we'll talk about some other things, SCW, and maybe talk about this group that calls themselves the Draw, but really, they don't have the best hand because something tells me that, well, these guys will get into it. I don't want to spoil it for you. Maybe we'll even bring up some usuals. We'll even have me do the Daniel Tafura, I'm sure. But now, ladies and gentlemen, since we know it, I'm really hoping that the kaiju of the squared circle's Wi-Fi doesn't get destroyed. William Renee's not in the chat right now. Wyatt Black's not controversially trying to interrupt this show tonight. We're not even going there with him. And maybe we'll hope for the best. But in the famous words of Def Leppard frontman Joe Elliott, let's get rock, baby, because the chat has arrived and it's time to start this show off here in style and get ready for some chaos and championships. Plus, I even have a surprise for Ampo Destroyah, and I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, he'll actually like it. Plus, we're going to watch these guys' matches that they had this past weekend because we have the footage. We're going to roll that, but it's now time to start this weekend off here in style on Sportzwire Radio, the number one global radio station where all music and wrestling matters. So with that, wait for it. Further ado here on the Sport Report. Number one, Global Sports Show. They're the two members, front and center, of one of the premier groups around in all of wrestling, which is the Collective. First, he is the kaiju of the squared circle, and I can assure you his Wi-Fi won't be destroyed worldwide tonight. His name is simply put Ampo. Destroyer! And the man that is now the reigning, defending USWA Keystone State Champion and the JICW Cruiserweight Champion, he is the Psycho Killer Day 2 belts Jamison! The champs are here! My friends, how are we doing?
I mean, hey, man, it's pretty damn special whenever you get an introduction like that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you felt that way because my guest yesterday was like, he was sort of not sure how to take it because he hadn't done one of these before. But I'm glad you guys are happy because you guys have been here a bunch of times. And I'm so happy to see Ampo here because I really am hoping he's got some things to say and he doesn't get destroyed by his Wi Fi. William Renee's not in the chat right now. I mean, yes, I can see you. You can see me, but maybe we should go with Ampo to destroy it first because I
Go
actually have his
first,
back
yes,
up here.
please.
Ampo, it is so good to see you here. I've got something for you in a little while, and you and Dave Jamison are going to be in action, and it's been months in the making. Tell us what we can expect tomorrow night for those SCW Tag Team Championships.
Well, in less than 18 hours, oh man. We have to win. We have to win. And by winning, we will have fun shutting some people up. That's all I have to say for now. Definitely have the people.
Oh, well, I mean, you had quite a promo, which I'll put up, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting sick and tired of like every time we are this close, it's like, nope, try again. How do we piss off the collectors today? So yeah, if this Saturday is just gonna the final straw, so it's been broken. So we get to have fun.
Yeah, talk about having fun. I mean, we've gone against both of these teams multiple times at this point, and me going 1-on-1 with Sombre and Poe going 1-on-1 with Maul, and then us going what 2 or 3 times now going against the Redneck Outlaws, who are the reigning defending SCW Tag Team Champions. I mean, we know exactly what we're getting ourselves in for. And I feel like every time we've stepped foot in the ring with the Redneck Outlaws, they just want to shake hands and hug. And I mean, yeah, I get it. We're nice and we could tolerate people, but at the end of the day, we don't want to shake your hand. We don't want to give you a hug. We want to kick your teeth down your throat. We want to punch your nose to the back of your brain, and we want to collect those tag team championships. At this point, it's taken 4 months of us climbing the mountain every single freaking weekend. No matter where we're at, we're climbing the mountain. And this time, these last 2 weekends, we have actually been so close. And last weekend, I'm so motivated. Last weekend, we secured 1 championship. And now this weekend, we find ourselves with another opportunity to collect more championship gold. We are the collective. We are known for bringing chaos, and we are known for having championships. If we have not proved this by now, then it's time to wake up.
Yeah, Ampo said the same thing there today, and this is almost kind of a now or never moment. Do you feel like with everything you guys have went through, I know Ampo, I remember talking about this here with us 2 months ago. You guys were on here last month to kick off not only the NFL season, but the unofficial fall season here on Sportswire. You guys talked about this then, and do you feel like almost tomorrow it's now or never when it comes to the SCW Tag Team Championships?
Definitely now or never. Now, at this point, if we don't win, what's left for us? That's all. It's like we're so close. We're so close. We get wins that are not title matches. We could win the number 1 contenderships, but like, what can we really win the big one? And if we can't this Saturday, then that's the question.
It's a question that obviously, you and Ampo are obviously figuring out, Day, but maybe this is time. Maybe after what you guys did last weekend, and maybe that'll carry over, and maybe there's a thing called momentum. And obviously, you guys had quite a promo earlier in the weekend, and maybe that momentum from last weekend is going to carry over for this weekend.
That's the weirdest thing about all of this is like when me and Poe first really started going at this thing, we were battling against each other. We were beating the living piss out of each other. I went home multiple nights with my chest split open from his big old hand. And now we're here trying to fight gold together. Like he's proved that he can win tag team championships with Lestat. I proved that I can win singles gold. But like what happens whenever we combined our forces together? Why can we not win the matches together? Like we are great separately, and what's the problem whenever we click together? So that's
I
what we're
think
gonna
the
figure
answer
out
is
this
that what you
weekend.
guys spoke about for the past few minutes is that just different things happen. Sometimes it's just timing. Sometimes it's just luck. Look, everybody's sports fans and teams sometimes don't win the big game for whatever reasons, but maybe now this is the moment. It's tailor made for this coming Saturday. And this is why you guys are going to win. And, you guys, when you were here last month, talked about the collective was going to take over. This weekend, you're in SCW. Daniel Tafua and Brittany Stormer in the WVWF. I mean, we know what Lestat's doing. So maybe this is where it's set up, where it's by design. It's by design. You guys are going to be here because this is the weekend. This is the moment. It's set up really for you and Ampo to have that success in SCW. We know what Brittany and Tafu are going to do. We know what Lestat's been doing. So maybe this is why it's all set up and maybe karma is a thing.
Yeah, about to say last time we was here, I think we were just too happy for what the best possible outcome could be. I think we were so much looking at the future that we slipped up. So
Well, I mean, look,
this
it happens.
There's
so
only so much
now
we could do from there.
exactly.
That's why we said it's no longer business. It's strictly personal. Because everybody, when they were a kid, once dreamed of becoming that champion, and why can everybody have their big moment? And why can we get so close, but everything gets pulled right from underneath of us every time we're that close?
And for you, Day, I mean, the opportunity to have 3 championships, Ampo, the opportunity to be a tag team champion in 2 different companies. I mean, just think about what's in front of you guys less than 24 hours from now. I mean, that's quite a feat. I mean, I don't care where you wrestle, I don't care what company. The fact that Day, you've got an opportunity to be day 3 belts. I mean, we talked about belt collectors, chaos and championships. That's what you guys are. I mean, Day, you would be the definition of that. We know where you are in Kings and Queens rankings. We know you're right there. You've been at the top for weeks. And then Ampo, for you to be a tag team champion in 2 different companies at the same time, and if I'm not mistaken, you would have been a tag team champion in at least 4 different companies in your career. I mean, what you guys have at stake in front of you, I mean, it's historic. Tomorrow is an historic opportunity in your careers.
Poe, you've taught me well, and if there's anything that I've learned from the times being underneath of your wing, these championships come and they go. But one thing that doesn't is the mark that you make on the people that whenever we go out there and we create memories, right? So
Yep.
this weekend, this Saturday, when we go to Zanesville, Ohio, like we do every first of the month, we know what we have to do. Not only
Yeah.
are we going to make a memory for all these fans to remember at the end of their day, the end of their week, the end of their month, not only are we going to bring in fans to come in the following month to see what else the collective is going to do, we're going to finally put this all to rest. This all gets put behind us. We get to show the people, everybody in Western Pennsylvania that's ever doubted us, we show them the reason why we are the team. We show them why we are the collective.
Yeah, there's definitely times because I'm getting tired of when we meet fans. It was like You should be here. You should be there. I thought you guys were going to have the win. Now it's time to, when we meet those same fans, I knew you guys were going to win all the time. So now it's Saturday. We make all of our fans' dreams come true.
And how about your guys' careers dreams true? I mean, listen, day 3 championships. I mean, you might need somebody to carry those, well, at least one of those championships. And for you, Ampo, to be, as I stated a few minutes ago, a tag team champion in 2 different companies. That is a difficult thing to do. And for you, Day, I mean, you've done a lot. There's no question. You know, I go back and I see the Street Stompers are here. I'll definitely say hello to them in a little while. But I go back and I talked about when you were here in May. Obviously, you were here in September. You're here now. And what you've accomplished in less than a year, we know already. Everyone talks about it. Every time I'm here, your name comes up. He wrestled KJ Orso, and, you know, he's going to get that match with Lee Moriarty. But you now to have an opportunity to be day 3 belts, the definition of the belt collector, and Ampo, a tag team champion in 2 different companies. I mean, this is what you guys, in addition, yes, the fans, but your own careers right now.
Look, I have to say, Poe might be one of the best tag team wrestlers I've ever stepped foot in the ring with. If you look at his track record as a tag team competitor, Poe is one of the best, if not the best, tag team competitor there is that comes out of Japan. The man himself is a legend. He's taught me so much to the point that I was able to go wrestle guys like KJ Orso. He made it so that I was able to get in companies such as JICW, such as WVWF, such as SCW, places that I've had opportunities to fight for championships. If it wasn't for Ampo, my you could press the bleep button, my
There you go.
thank you, would have never been there. I would have never had the opportunities to wrestle for tag team gold. I would have never had the opportunity to wrestle for a cruiserweight championship. I would have never had the opportunity to wrestle for a Keystone State championship. So I definitely have to give Poe a lot of credit to that for kind of pushing me to the success that we've been able to succeed. That's why this Saturday is very, very personal to us, because not only has he pushed me to this point, I'm now pushing him to the point where it's make or break.
Well, you know what? I know you did want me to bring out the beat, but it'll be coming out when I mentioned that guy Williams' name. I'm not going to say the last name, but I did get a new button I did want to show you because it's actually a good one, and I wanted to give this to you guys. So.
That's it right there.
Perfect. I put a new one. I thought that was, you know what, some people would like that one, but
perfect.
Yeah, our friend from the Indie Vision Network, Day Trace Belts. Yeah, we'll get to that later on. But you know what? Let's show your matches. I want to show Ampo because, you know, I've got you here. Plus, I got something for you. So I want to put up your match, Ampo, because obviously you wrestled, and that's where the momentum's going to carry you through. Let's show it. Then I want to get to Days and look at everybody in the chat. Then we'll talk about where I'm sure things are going to get really interesting. That guy William, that guy Wyatt, and so on and so on. But Ampo, JICW, looking good out there in the ring. I got a chance to watch it right before we went on the air. And just talk about the big win that you had against Max Sterling.
Well, I mean, he's a tough old man. He's the hometown legend there, so
Yes.
Going into the match, it's like, if I slip up, will he catch it? So I had no room of slipping up. See, I've been to JSCW, almost 2 years now, and the time we were there before this previous time, I went up against their top champ, and let the fans get to my head a little bit, which cost me the match. Now, this one, I was just all focused, had to make sure that get the W, make the climb up the ladder, because I am looking at that open weight title of theirs. I'm looking at for any championship, every champion, make sure that they're on notice, make sure that they're on their toes. And with Mark Sterling, damn, he hit hard, but I hit harder. And, and
That was a pretty good way to put it. It was actually a good
yeah.
segue. You almost answered your own question. It's true. I mean, that's actually very poetic, very true. But you said something interesting in that you learned from your most recent times out there. I thought that was really fascinating that you said that because I remember we were here in August and we spoke about you guys going down there, but it seems like now you're finding your way in JICW now that you've been wrestling there quite a bit the last 2 years.
Yes, they've been maybe, I think, 5 shows a year, maybe slightly more. So every time we get there, I try to at least let the fans know who I am. But with losing the triple threat match for the WWF tag titles, I had a conversation with my inner self, and it's time to experience and soak in all the moments, but not forget why I'm here, not forget why I became a wrestler, and that is to be champion. Hopefully, one day I can be as great as Ultimo Dragon with the championships, but
No,
I
you
can't.
look pretty good. You look pretty. I think you'll do just fine. Don't you worry, Ampo. I mean, obviously, you will certainly do your Japanese brethren proud. But I'll tell you what I do notice. And I'll get to the WVWF. I know that's going to be a big topic later on. We'll get to that in about 20 minutes. But you're just, I mean, he's a big guy, Max Sterling, and you're just lifting him up like a sack of potatoes. The way you went up and threw him off the top rope. I mean, I got to tell you there. I mean, this is what you do. We've watched you in the ring before, but you were able to use your strength, and now you got a chance to get back off your feet. And I'm glad you got to go outside the ring for a minute.
Hey, from what I heard down in Indiana, this is supposed to be one of the hardest hitters they got down there. So for Poe to overcome the hometown hero, who's not only proved himself at JICW but in Indiana, period, for Poe to beat him the way that he did, I mean, that just shows you how good of a competitor Poe is.
Yeah, no, I think that also shows you his sheer raw strength. I think that's what we're watching here right now. I mean, look at Ampo's strength. I mean,
Tossing him around, tossing big back splash. Wait, turn
yeah.
around, big forearm. Wait, turn around, big back elbow. Slide down the rope a little bit. Hello, big
How about
instant
that
courage to
kick?
the
How
top
about
of
that
your
kick
head.
right there? Just did it like
Come on now,
nothing with
snap
ease.
him
Yeah, I
down,
mean,
Poe. Snap him down, Poe.
there you
Yep,
go.
picture
There
perfect.
you
Where we
go.
going? Where we going? Slide in with that
That kick,
shiny.
oh boy, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave a mark. You did it like
Uh,
nothing. I think that's the mark of your size. Obviously, your heritage and your history, and I mean, just that's a big guy. That's not Wyatt Black. I mean, that's a big guy. I mean, I say obviously we'll get to him later, but I mean that's a big guy that you did those moves like nothing.
Tossing him around like he's a baby.
Well, yeah, literally. I mean, figuratively and literally, and like you said, that's not a short guy. That's a guy that's got some strength, and he's been around. And I think it just shows how impressive your move set is. And you just sit up there, Ampo. Ampo, you just sat up. I mean, boy, I wouldn't want to get you angry in the cafeteria when you guys in the collective are having lunch together. Boy, I really wouldn't want to do that. Boy, you might want to not only throw the food at me, you might want to throw me on the other side of the table. Boy, I'm definitely not messing with you guys in the cafeteria outside SCW tomorrow or anywhere else you guys are in.
Why are you stretching him like Stretch Armstrong, bro?
I thought it was a J. I thought it was a bendy figure. I'm sorry.
I'm just watching the way you're
Who knew
contorting his
Ampo could do
shoulders. I
stand
mean,
up? I mean, who knew Ampo
jeez.
could do stand up? But you are the kaiju with the squared circle. You might be the kaiju with a stand up there. But I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows there? Look at just there you go, your speed. Yeah,
Oh
he
no.
did give you a hip
Oh
toss.
Lord have
It was a good hip
mercy. What
toss.
happened?
Well, you know what? It's like tic tac toe. I mean, listen, there is moments that do happen, and he's getting back up, and it is the hometown crowd, and
Oh,
Yeah.
big European uppercut to the corner.
there
Oh,
you go. There,
stepping
yeah.
up.
Well,
Good old
that was
D.
a
Oh,
you
big
don't see that
splash.
often. You don't see
Uh,
that often at
That
all.
has
But
to be by far the ugliest running bulldog I've ever seen a human being
well,
do.
Well, now he's going to run off the top rope and go to the
Oh,
high rent district. Yeah,
hold
that's where
on.
he's
Wait a
going.
damn second. How are you gonna let this man do you like that? Huh?
Oh, man.
No, I don't think. I don't think he did that. I think he's
Nah. What?
obviously
See
going
what
back up.
happens here next? What happens next here? That man Sterling
Yeah.
deserves.
I see. Well, I see. I mean, obviously, we can see it. He's trying to punch Ampo off the top rope. I don't know if that was the smartest move, but nevertheless, I didn't think the smartest move was going up to the high rent district, especially with Ampo. And yeah, Ampo going up there. Yeah, that's just gonna say collateral damage will be coming up here, but it won't be at the expense of Ampo. But don't watch that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but watch this move, what Ampo did there, because yeah, that is the definition of collateral damage. Let's just say what comes up must go down, and that was Mr. Sterling's back. Let's just say he might need Shaquille O'Neal's icy hot there, maybe all up and down his back. Yeah, we're
See,
just
we talk
trying out
about
some new
Sterling's
jokes right
back,
there.
but let me tell you that nice little ride back to my house with that man. Oh
Yeah.
man, all I heard was my back, my back, my back, my
And
back.
I'm sure Japanese expletives. I'm sure there was a lot of that.
Look,
Definitely.
I will say I am slowly starting to become bilingual in the languages of Spanish because of working with a lot of Spanish people as of recent
You
and
have.
Japanese. I never
You
thought
know.
I would need to learn Japanese, but I like going
You,
to Japanese steakhouses. I like sushi.
yeah, I mean, my buddy's birthday was on Tuesday. We were supposed to go to one, but that's okay. I mean, I do like ramen noodles. I mean, but
Ooh, I grew up on ramen. There we
I
go.
do. But Mr. Sterling, I mean, he's obviously made a poor
Oh, look at
mistake.
Poe pick him up like he's
Look at this.
nothing. Like he's
Yeah. How about that? A fireman's carry turning
wait,
into.
Poe hurt his knee. That's how
Yeah.
big that dude was. Poe hurt his knee
Well,
with that maneuver.
Ampo, obviously, I hope you're feeling better now.
Yeah, after some
Icy hot.
icy hot massages and some cupping, I'll be all right.
Yeah, we're
But
not going to
yeah,
talk about some of the things you did outside the ring because I'm not going to ask you. You are Ampo the Destroyer, and I do have something for you after this match after we do watch it. But I mean, he is fighting this man. He is fighting with every last breath that he has. But
Oh,
that's
couldn't get
really
Poe up. Yeah, big
yeah,
boy.
great idea. That's a great idea. Wow, how about that there? How
Yeah!
about that
Man,
suplex?
can we please
Ooh,
run that back? That
almost.
was beautiful.
I'll do it. Yeah, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take this off.
That
I'm gonna
but
was
hold
yeah,
on.
Mark.
absolutely beautiful. Shout
But
out
yeah,
Lee
Mark Sterling.
Moriarty.
I didn't think he had his
All
head
right, we'll come back.
in
Hold
the
on.
match, so had to make sure his
Shout
head
out
was
Lee
there.
Moriarty for this teaching of this move. This is the most Lee Moriarty thing you will see Ampo the Destroyer do right here live, folks. This is what happens when you
Wow.
go
I
to
mean,
seminars. Look at that
that was
bridge. Look at that bridge. That is
impressive.
absolutely flawless. Almost got the win with that German suplex.
I was gonna
right there.
say that
Absolutely
suplex.
flawless.
I mean, boy. I mean, you could certainly play the game bridge with that. That was how impressive it was. I mean, that was just. I'm surprised Mr. Sterling decided to get up still. I mean, again, about 7
Yeah.
times in this match, I would say the same thing.
Yeah, I think we both had
Biggie.
something to prove. It was me trying to get myself back on the winning pace, and for him, he is the recipient of the Pathfinder certificate, to where it's like their version of Money in the Bank. So he was eyeing up all the champions. So I guess he
Well,
wasn't
he
too
couldn't
focused.
eye you up because you're a little
Big
stronger
kick.
than. That was big. That was
Big
big.
roundhouse kick. That's what I like to call the tail whip.
Well, you know what? And how about that, there?
Big orange crush. Oh,
I was
that
gonna
might be
say
it, folks.
1,
1, 2, and
2,
3.
3. Ring
Ladies
the
and
bell. That's
gentlemen,
all
your
she wrote.
winner.
Big win there, Ampo. Big, impressive match, by the way. Impressive. You want to talk about offense? I mean, you definitely were the definition of a home run derby there. You played only
Woo.
at the expense of Mr. Sterling was the pitch, and you were the bat. And that's long gone, and she gone because you got a big win there. And congratulations. And
Thank you.
great moment, and obviously a sign of mutual respect is about to come here. So obviously, like the good and great Japanese competitor that you are, you obviously do respect your opponents, and you respect Mr. Sterling, and just you are a class act, Ampo Destroyer. You may have the last name Destroyer, but you definitely are a gentleman and a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah, I had to just make sure that that was just, we were there to do a job, and I guess he wasn't on his P's and Q's. You know,
Well, he
the open
wasn't,
weight,
but you were a
the
gentleman
open
to
weight.
go out of your way and shake his hand and respect him. Very nice
Yeah,
gesture there.
I
Ampo.
wouldn't even necessarily say you were there to do a job. You were there to prove a point, but you wanted the crowd know that you weren't there because you didn't like him. You wanted them you wanted them to know that you did like him and you had a lot of respect for him, which is why you went out there and did him the way you did him. Because not only are you trying to prove that you were that next big thing to come up out of this company, you were trying to prove that you're not there just to win, but you're there to literally take heads off, regardless if you like them or not. When me and you stepped foot there at JICW, we shook hands, and after that, what was it? Bloodshed.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Ampo, I got something for you because I heard certificates mentioned, and I want to stay on your good side because you are now the newest member of the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. I know it's not quite that JICW Openweight Championship. I know it's not quite tomorrow's SCW Tag Team Championship win, but I thought it was time to give it to you, and I'll give you the physical copy when we're off the air. So thank you for being the Destroyer inside the ring and the kaiju of the squared circle. And we need a kaiju of the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame, and that's what you are.
Thank you very much. I'm very appreciative of that.
So that means everybody in the collective, except for one person, has now joined the Hall of Fame.
That's the
of
Banana Man.
Sportswire
Yeah,
Radio.
the Banana Man. But we'll get the Banana Man on next month, and we'll give him the certificate too. So the Banana Man will be joining. And
This
I
is
feel like,
crazy.
yeah,
This is insane, folks. We have done it. The collective has collected everything.
well,
We'll
tomorrow
soon be
you'll
Olympians.
you'll
We
pick
will
up.
soon be Olympians. Mark my words.
You know what? Maybe I have to get gold medals next, and we'll award you as medals. And speaking of people, we'll get to the chat in a minute. But you know, Day, I got to play your match. I have it. I really want to talk about your match at JICW. I know then we'll get to the other topic at hand that people want to hear. But if I could, I'm going to change my screen over because I have your match, which I'm going to get to right now. And you are now out in the ring, and I'm going to show it for the audience because I wanted to watch it along with everybody else because I just did. And there's another match that's been a while in the making. You've been chasing this title for months, and talk to me about what we're going to see here now with Brandon Valor.
What you're going to see is me going out there doing exactly what I know exactly how to do. That's literally it. This is the reason why I went to the psych ward, because of how mentally insane I am and how much pain that I can withstand for just me being a mortal human. Okay, so this man Brandon Valor, a few months back, bullied one of these guys that I respect a lot in the back, and his name is Alex Riot. Okay, he's been a former JICW cruiserweight champion. He's battled his battles with his mental and his depression, and he's been able to fight those mental battles in order to get back to professional wrestling. So more props to him. Brandon went out there and simply bullied a man who did not deserve to be bullied. And I tell you, I was not about to stand around and just let that type of thing go down. So me being as a man of God telling me to turn the other cheek. This time I couldn't turn the other cheek. So this time I went out and I helped my brethren who needed help, which God also teaches us. And Brandon did not like the fact that I might just be just a tad bit better than him. So we went and had a match. We were outside. We were at a fair show. And this guy decided to kick me in my Rumpelstiltskin ball sack and roll me up by holding my tights. And that was the way that he was able to get the win. That's the way that went down, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So then management comes out and goes, Brandon, I wanted you to be a champion because I thought you were going to be doing good with the company. This is not what I meant by doing good with the company. So, Day, I'm going to give you your rematch. And as y'all are seeing right here, this is the rematch. Now, Alex Riot was supposed to be our special guest referee, but due to his match being first on the card that night, he ended up getting injured during his match, so there was no special guest referee. As we're going to see here,
subject to change.
Subject to change, as always. As you're going to see here, Dave Jamison goes one-on-one with Brandon Valor. Don't want to butcher this man's name because I just beat him. Brandon Valor held the championship.
I think it was Valor. I'm pretty sure I had it right, and the ring announcer had it right, but you got his name right. It's okay.
This is what happens. Oh, look at this. I fly out the ring. I land on my feet just like Spider-Man, because who else other than Dave Jamison is going to fly out? Oh, Excuse me for talking that much. I got kicked in my face.
No, you know
Sorry,
what?
come
You
back.
are Dave Jamison. You are. It was
Got
smart
kicked
by
again.
you. By the way, smart move there. Go right back outside. Give yourself a second wind, and I mean that was a smart veteran like move.
He's not letting me get in the ring, so I'm looking for a way to get in. Whoops, that's totally legal.
But how about there? Yeah, I think definitely you've just challenged him to a duel, and I think now he's not going to try that anymore because now he's on the outside, and you're now coming inside, and now it's going to be a battle. Now you guys locked up, and now you
Yeah, he
guys are
thought he was
at
stronger
the
than me.
turnbuckle.
Hit the gym, Brandon.
Well, I think you've hit the gym, and you've definitely shown your move set, and you've shown what you bring to the table. You've been in some big money matches, and you are Day. And by the way, just so you know, everybody here in the chat, it's spelled also on his tight, so just make sure you see that there. But
I was gonna say,
obviously,
if you literally type in DAE pretty much on Google, I should be the first thing that pops up.
I think I have Googled it. It is true, ladies and gentlemen. We actually can confirm that. So, but right now we're confirming that Dave Jamison is right now in a tug of war right now with Brandon Valor for the
He's
JIC
pulling my hair. He's pulling my
Yeah,
hair.
that's
thinking
the
was
worst
gonna
feeling.
affect
You
me.
know, that's the worst. They say the two things you never do in a fight is scratch someone and try to pull on their hair. That's just a sign of just weakness, and you know that you're gonna lose this one. That's just what I remember.
Picking
Right.
them up like a feather. I believe I can fly.
Well,
That's how he
don't
was
say who
feeling.
sang that. Yeah, don't say who sang that song. It's kind of like the place you once worked for, in a place that shall name nameless. But
That's
we'll
great.
leave that at that. Yeah, that was funny. It was a funny joke to not mention the name. But you have come back up on your feet, and you are again using some smart veteran
Hey,
arsenal
if it
here.
worked on KJ Orso, it's gonna work on everybody.
And that was quite a back to the head, kick back to the head. Yeah, let's just say plenty of kickbacks, and well, it was a street stomper like move, to quote a street
Oh
stomper.
no! Don't throw that curse on me.
I know that. I
Win
know
the tag team
they
championship
wanted to
gold.
throw me. Actually,
Don't throw that curse on me.
They DM'd me to say that. Actually, they did actually, but
Screw
no, we'll
those
get to them
guys.
later. We'll get to them after the match because everybody wants to talk with you, and we'll give them that opportunity. But
Man, he thought he was gonna hurt me. These are baby forearms. I'm gonna show y'all what a real forearm. You see how his head snapped back? That's a real
yeah, I
forearm,
wouldn't know.
folks.
I wouldn't know,
Look
Dave.
into it.
Yeah,
That's a
Dave,
real
I wouldn't
forearm,
know.
folks.
Yeah, I see you, and boy, that referee should just get out of the way so we can
I
watch
know.
you.
Yeah.
Even Ampo agreed with that there.
Pick
But
him
how
up.
about this? You had him there. You had him, and
my back hurts looking at that.
you know what? That's why kids don't try this at home. Zilla, if you're here in the chat, don't try this at home.
Zilla, please do not try this at home. I don't want to get sued.
No, we don't. But I'll tell you right now, though, we're watching a war right now between you and Brandon, and you know Brandon's definitely cheating there, and he's getting in the face of the referee.
He was not. Okay, so I can't necessarily say he was cheating, but I watched his promo before this match, and he told me that he was looking for his submission hold to make me tap out, which targeted my lower back. Oh my Lord, have mercy!
I just
got flipped inside out.
Snap suplex. Yeah, that hurt.
Yikes!
On two, at least you got up there. You hung in there. All right, that's not going to get you down that quick. Yeah.
And his promo said that he was attacking my lower back so that he could lock in the submission. So I already was expecting him to look for that early on in the match, which was why I was able to get up out of there as fast as I was. Snap suplex.
Yeah, that was a good one. I could definitely snap, crackle, and pop hear that if I put the volume up. But he's also going up to the high rent district. He is going up to the high rent district,
which we've seen him do before.
But I always think, again, if I'm the incumbent, I'm the champion. Just stay on you. You're giving you an opportunity to get back up. I just think, to me, stay on the mat and wear you down. Go back and
he's a bully. He was not worried about getting the win. He was worried about embarrassing me, which is why I was able to pull off the victory. If he would not have tried to embarrass me, he would not have lost. He lost because he did not think as far ahead as I did.
Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see clearly around the rainbow there. But yes, you would know that.
Don't do that. Come on, Tom. You know better than this.
I know that, but obviously I'm gonna focus back and try to do my job before you guys beat me up, which is Brandon Valor is. You know, I'm watching his moveset, and to me, if I'm a champion, I would have just stayed on you in the mat. I would have just used my prowess as a submission wrestler. I would have used my strength, and he didn't do those things. He did not.
And he's the veteran in this match.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
That's really to me that why you were in this match and why you get that opportunity to have that belt around you. And I see some of your collective members are here. We'll gather them up shortly. But Mr. Valor is working on you, and you do fight back, and the crowd is behind you. The crowd was certainly
stole this from cease and desist.
Well,
Hello.
Well, you and the hype man, maybe you guys could be the third partner. Who knows? But you're happy with Ampo. But that's the good news is you're happily taking in a tag team with Ampo.
Yes, I am.
But don't worry, cease and desist. They'll be back here in 3 weeks, and we'll talk about them on the other side of the chat because I'm sure you'll have a few things to say. But after all, famously, cease and desist wanted to go 2-on-1 with Daniel Tapua, but we'll definitely give the intro later on. But you're now getting ready. You're getting the fans behind you. You're getting ready to jump on that turnbuckle. You're ready
froggy. I'm feeling
well,
froggy.
you are. And I'll tell you what, this is, to me, the move of the night.
This doesn't happen often.
No, but you know what? Definitely, you better recognize, to quote D'Lo Brown, and that was impressive. That was, let's just say, if Copper Dragon, my friend, was here, 7 stars. 7 out of 7.
That lady thought I won. Did you see her? She was.
I know. Listen, a lot of people would have thought you won, but there again, talking to the referee.
Damn, held the referee's arm. The referee just slapped me.
And wait a minute.
He's pulling the tights.
He's grabbing the tights, but you found a way. It's not over. It was 2 and 7. Wait a minute. He's got him. Dave James has got him. You knocked the referee down. The referee can't see. This one should be over. Come on.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 17,
Oh,
18, 19, 20. Come on. Somebody there could have been counting.
Count to 100.
We need a ref. What's the ref doing? Somebody help him. Somebody just
get his glasses. By God.
And now you're trying to help
Going
the
in the
ref.
eyes.
This match was over 25 seconds ago. But wait a minute. It's over. Brandon Val's going to win. But smart move by Dave Jamison. Dave Jamison knew what was happening. That's it. 1, 2, 3. And new JICW Cruiserweight Champion, the Psycho Killer, Dave Jamison. And you did it, Dave. Boy, I tell you what, we thought Brandon Valor was going to find a way, but you ducked just in the nick of time. And there
not today. Not today.
No, not today. And well, guess what today? Well, you've got that JICW Cruiserweight Championship, and it was quite a journey to get there, but you are now day 2 belts, and you could be day 3 belts here. You could be the belt collector, and there it is. There's an amazing moment. And if you want to see more JICW content, you can do that right now on their YouTube channel. Hit the sub button for them. You can see a lot of what we just saw last weekend. And if you want to see more content from Ampo and Dave Jamison, who we're talking with right now, you can do that on their YouTube channel. You know what? A lot of people want to talk with you in the chat. I think it's time. They've waited for 40-plus minutes. I want to give them that opportunity. Let's do that here now. Zilla's in the house first. Zilla would like to say hello.
Whoop, whoop.
Speaking of people that I haven't seen in a minute, I watched Day get used as a gentleman of exquisite caliber, Godric Sambo, recently. He's here in the chat, by the way. Yeah, too much information for me to process, but that's okay. Hello there. Daniel Tafu is not here, but you can still say Daniel Tafu! You can still say it regardless, because I just love saying it. Collective, yes, thank you for saying that. Yes, it is
Elizabeth,
chaos. Yes, thank you for being on. Hello to the Indie Vision Network. And Day doesn't have his nickname displayed. That's okay, because he's got 2 belts with him. Maybe he's just so focused on winning championships that he's like a psycho killer, focused on collecting more gold, chaos, and championships. Want to say hello to my friend, Mr. Dalton Skull. Would like to say hello to you guys. Thank you, Dalton. Dalton was here on Tuesday.
Hey, look. I will say I am currently a hardcore champion. So if y'all are looking for some hardcore champions to bring around to do some crazy shiz, well, here I am.
Now, I got some promoters in the chat, so they can go and we'll put your YouTube and Instagrams up. Torrance Banks from my state would like to say hello to everybody. How you doing, Torrance Banks? The big dog is in the house. And speaking of people, one of your parents, Courtney Wood Day, would like to say, hey, collective, good luck tomorrow.
Hi, Courtney.
Hello.
Love ya, much
Courtney, you know
love.
what? I'm going to get to that after the chat.
next week.
Courtney wasn't too happy with one guest in particular last week, which we'll get to him. Ampo's greatest enemy isn't an in-ring opponent; it's his Wi-Fi. And so far, you have destroyed the Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi is going good so far. So it looks like so far Ampo 1, Wi-Fi 0. And
Is
I never
Ampo about to break character? Wait a minute.
No, don't do it. I never get a handshake.
Whoa, Kevin from Ring Crew. Let's talk about it. Okay,
I wanted to make sure it was Kevin because it could it be Tommy. Maybe
Nah. No, I know for a fact the way this person is talking about Ampo's Wi-Fi. This is in fact Kevin from Ring Crew.
Okay, well, hi Kevin.
Kevin from Ring Crew. First and foremost, I pick you up every time I see you. I don't want to hear it.
Well, I guess he's not working on a concert tonight or working on a Steelers game. But yes, thank you for the reminder. If it is Kevin, and you never get a handshake and hug from Day, and just to confirm, no hot dog either, right? No hot dog and no handshake. Had to throw that one in there. I think Ampo. I think somebody stole my notes, or maybe I stole theirs. Who knows? I think Ampo is a 3-time tag team champion in 3 different companies. I think so. I think you've been a champion in 3 different promotions, if I'm not mistaken. We'll move on. Thank you, Ampo.
I got to check the records. I'll get back to that.
You know what? Speaking of people that I actually know for quite a while that did want to stomp their way into the chat, Real recognizes Real, always respect, but the war is just getting underway respectfully. And this is the Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots Tag Team Champions, by the way. Now, I know you guys could win some gold tomorrow, but what do you think?
Hey, listen, your championship call. She says she's looking for a real man. Tell her come slide my way.
But you must have been happy that they took those tag team championships last week from, certainly members you're not fans of. So at the least, wouldn't you rather have had the Stompers win last weekend?
Hey, look, all I got to say is them boys only hold those championships because Day Jamison hasn't been a Cheap Shots in quite a long time.
It has been a minute.
Let me tell you, if Day Jamison was there with Ampo the Destroyer, me and Ampo the Destroyer would be the Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots Tag Team Championships champions. Whoa. And I stamped that.
So I heard also from a birdie that the Street Stompers are coming back by the end of the month. I just heard from a birdie that the guys were warming themselves up for their return to Sportswire. Just saying, and I say return in plural because it's going to be 3 of them. It looks like 3 of them.
That's the only 3 I care about. So we'll see.
Well, DVG's around. Maybe he'd be the third and a half.
He's not around.
Third and a half. Shout out to DVG. Let's not get any ideas. Or we'll be a 3-time tag champ. Also, Kevin is not the best wrestling historian. I'll leave that to Courtney because Courtney's here right now. We don't want to get Courtney further upset because Courtney had to deal with last week. She had some difficult guests to deal with. Let's just put it that way. Thank you. Yes, hello to Courtney. Hello to Stompers. Also, follow Ampo on Instagram. Do follow him on Instagram. Trust me, you want to follow him on Instagram. He is the kaiju of Instagram. Do that. And follow Day on Instagram too. Follow him there. And if it is Kevin, Day Trace belts. There you go. Day 3 belts.
Definitely Kevin.
Speaking of my friends from the state of Ohio, Mr. Hubie Jenkins, who knows SCW. He knows some of this. He mentioned to me, I know SCW, and maybe he'll show up tomorrow in Zanesville. Who knows? But
all I will say is make sure you get a front row seat because the collective is in the main event going against none other than the Redneck Outlaws and Sombre and Maul for those SCW tag team titles. Make sure you come out. Make sure you represent the collective. Let us know that you're there for us, and much love. Thank you.
Make a sign, get a front row seat, get the popcorn, get the taco, and have
the Waka Tacos. Don't pass up on the Waka Tacos.
You know what? That sounds like we're going to be putting on the Reds. That was Taco putting on the Reds. But hit the sub button for Day Jamison 2 on his YouTube channel because I got a lot of people here in the chat. And I think if you hit the sub button, that'll give Day some more subs, and that would be appreciative. So Day can keep coming. So he can keep coming back on to Sportswire because then he'll go on the podcast Courtney was on. All they did was talk WWE. So we want to keep Day happy so he doesn't have to go talk WWE WWE instead of coming on Sportswire. It was a joke. Just kidding. You always say, Dave, what are we going to talk about? Then you're like, oh, you come on here. Yeah, we don't have to worry about it.
I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, I got the beat button that you can worry about. And it was a joke. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with you guys in the cafeteria. But thank you. Courtney does try her best, only when I'm not making her angry mentioning Wyatt Black and that guy William. But nevertheless, go follow Sky Iconics page for JICW content. And congratulations, Ampo. Thank you. Yes, Hubie would like to congratulate you. And Godric Sandwell is here. We're going to get to Godric in a few minutes. We have more comments. We're going to talk WBWF on the other side of the chat. Thank you.
I genuinely don't know how I feel about Godric because he told my woman that she needs to be in the study with him, and he told her to call her later. So I don't know if I should like him or hate him right now.
Maybe Godric will be getting that soon. But good evening. Yes, good evening, Godric. Hello. Give Day a sub on YouTube.
I'm about to crash out, folks. I'm not about to do this. Godric, I don't know how I feel about this.
That dude took, we got more comments, so you got time to think about it. Dude, that dude took a snapmare in the most unique way I've ever seen. It was true. It was snap, crackle, and pop is what I said. I see you carry the honor up north. I shall to the south. Right. Referees have magnets in their back pockets that find the hard cam every time. Good to know.
Like, literally, how does that work?
But we're going to get to Brittany in a few minutes. Courtney Wood, why are you cheering for them and not your favorite women's wrestler, Brittany Storm, who, by the way, Courtney Wood is not the biggest Brittany Storm fan. Just saying. That's just putting it out there because I know how we'll feel. Already calling for a collective splinter cell. Yeah. These guys are heroes in a half shell, but they have more than turtle power. Just saying. All reps are made of glass. Maybe so. Brittany Storm, you and everyone else knows my favorite female wrestler is Phoebe Harper, but I know you guys are going to get there. I can't wait for her to beat your... I'm just sorry you're getting the USWA Universal Champion. Tom sounded like David Byrne there. Well, that's some talking heads there. Hello to Jade. Thank you very much. Psycho Killer in French. I don't know how to pronunciate. We do love the collective. They're here with us. Miss Storm, you should be a little bit more concerned about Miss Harper and yours truly. We're going to get
this guy.
Well, time changes people, doesn't they? No, not a single hot dog. Yeah, maybe it's better than a dirty water hot dog. Which I once famously, you know what? I should say maybe you shouldn't get the hot dog because once in college in New York City, I went to stop and have a hot dog. I once stopped and had a hot dog and I couldn't eat for 5 days afterwards. Maybe don't get the hot dog at these shows. Miss Phony Harper, she would like to say nothing to be concerned about at all. You should be concerned about Daniel Tafu. We're gonna get to. We're almost done with the chat.
Wait. Po. TNB.
Oh, good old TNB.
Not one to be trifled with, nor are you, Miss Storm, but I can only ask this to be respectful. Hit the sub button for Days YouTube channel. Who else we have here in the chat? Yes, hello to Jade, Zilla. Yes. How are you? I like both Phoebe and Brittany, so I'll be cheering for both tomorrow. Is that possible? Can you root for this?
Elizabeth, hold on. Elizabeth, we might have to have a talk. I might have to talk to your father.
That's a tough one there. I don't know if that's allowed. Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Courtney, you're the wrestling historian.
We don't need the chat after this. Wait a minute.
I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, Jade. Please feel better.
All
right. Well, you know what? Maybe it's time to bring it up.
What did he say? I saw my name in that man's comment.
Word amicable. Yeah, too big.
I don't even know what that word means.
Well, it just means. I think it means respectful. But speaking of which, maybe it's time to talk about it. It's time to talk about it because obviously now you guys are going to be in Ohio tomorrow, but Daniel Tafu and Brittany Storm are going to be holding it down in Parkersburg, West Virginia, 325 7th Street. But I see that the collective are going to be wrestling now a gentleman of exquisite caliber and Phoebe Harper. And what do you guys all think about that?
Well, it seems that Godric, I don't know why he would tag with her. See, because
and he's been feuding with her for months.
You don't know why? Wait, I got you, Poe. You don't know why he would tag with her. Have you ever seen the show, the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
No,
Yeah,
don't do
but
Okay, let me
he
talk to you about Godric Samuel, okay?
that. No,
That man
don't do
spends
that.
his time in a study. This is the first time he might have ever seen, and I can't even say a real woman because we're in West Virginia.
Well, I mean, I think that Phoebe's a woman, a real woman. I mean, so she's real. She's defeated Godric Samuel in the ring, and Godric defeated her last weekend. It's a rather bizarre pairing, I suppose.
Godric is a simp, as we call it
yes,
in the hood. An
yeah.
Yeah, I know the
SIMP,
word.
a
Trust me. Oh,
simp.
I know the word. Oh, I know that word very well. Coming from Brooklyn, trust me on that.
That man has never seen a woman in his life because he was so stuck in his study reading whatever type of fire and hell, brimstone, stone, heaven
50
and
Shades
earth,
of
wind and
Grey,
fire,
whatever.
whatever type of
But
book
then
he
what do
wanted
you
to
think
read.
about Daniel Tafua getting involved in this? I mean, your brother here with Brittany. What is your thoughts on this? Shouldn't we be holding, especially after Daniel Tafua was trying to become a double champion for you guys, and we saw what happened there with Ryan Steele and then the returning Cody Maverick. I mean, I would think Daniel Tafua would be setting his sights on maybe whoever comes out of that hybrid championship match tomorrow.
Paul, you want to explain or you want me to explain because I've known him for longer?
Well,
Well, I'll say this is when we don't need everyone to be together all the time. We let our stable mates fly free, and but we'll always pick up the phone for them. So that's all I gotta say. It doesn't matter what's going on. Everybody has their own agendas, but when one of us needs help, we always make sure we get that help. That's all I gotta say about that.
I see. I
See,
see. So,
Daniel has kind of fallen away from what he needs to be focused on. I don't think his whispers are as loud as they used to be. He's been doing a lot of meditation, which I believe has quieted down his whispers a whole lot more than they used to be. See, when me and him first started, that man would hear things that I didn't
I know we've
understand
seen him
why he
here
heard them.
several times that he would talk about just to everybody else doing what now he's doing to himself, which is just bizarre. And I mean, I don't know what to say. And I figured I'd keep it in the family by showing the Banana Man's, well, not the Banana Man's, but Lady Lestat's footage of what we saw last month, a few weeks ago between Tafu and Enoch. And that's why I just thought that the move would have been for Tafua to maybe see what happens this Saturday between Ryan Steele, Maverick, and James Enoch and collect another belt for you guys.
Tafua should have defended his championship against somebody else, proving why he is the greatest USWA Universal Champion of all time, which is why we should be acknowledging him as our tribal chief within this era. Okay, Daniel Tafua, since the day he stepped foot in a professional wrestling ring, has done everything that any professional wrestling trainee could ever dream of. That man stepped foot, had people help him along the way. That man had people that were able to lift him up to be better than what he thought he could be. He was able to use everything that he's ever learned throughout his entire childhood to now, mentally, physically, and put it all on the line to him now becoming a champion, to this opportunity of him becoming a double champion.
Yes, I agree
Tafua
with all
proves
that. That's my
time
point.
and time again why he very well could be one of the best Samoans to come out of the
And he
Pittsburgh,
said those things when
Western
he was here
Pennsylvania
last
area.
month. I couldn't agree with you more. He's talked about all those things, but now we're going and getting involved in a tag team match when really you guys still have unfinished business in the WVWF with rather those tag team champions called the Draw. I just, that's why Daniel being involved in this, I think the focus would be maybe for you guys to have either yourselves or Mr. Tafua for those tag team championships, because the Draw was here last. I'm sure you heard about it. You guys obviously were busy doing other things, but they were here. They were here, and Wyatt Black, by the way, the Controversy King, talked about how he pinned you. He talked about how he's one of the greatest of all time in West Virginia. He rattled off the list of opponents he's defeated already, and you were on that list.
All right.
A blind
Let's do
squirrel
this.
gets a
All right.
nut once in a
Let's do
while.
this. Nah, let's do this. Paul, let's do this, bro. Hold on. Let's do this. Let me take a sip of my tea real quick. Hold on.
You could do it. could do it.
Let's do this, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is the psycho killer that was here from the very jump that I've slowly started to put away just so that I could be a little bit nicer to people. But you know what? I don't even care anymore. When it comes down to these people that starts with a damn W, known as Wyatt Black, William Renee, it doesn't matter. Either one of them, they both piss me off. If it comes down to this point, my championship, Wyatt, I don't know if you can fit the weight limit for this championship, but if you can fit the weight limit, I'll put this belt on the line with you. Oh, matter of fact, this championship right here has no weight limit on it, right? You have a tag team championship. No disrespect to you, but you did not win that title on your own. Not only have I proved myself multiple times now, which I could say 3 times, that I could get the job done by myself. Once you're able to get the job done by yourself, Mr. Less than 30 minutes as what? Hybrid champion? Once you can prove
more
yourself
like seconds,
as a single champion, right? Once you can prove yourself as a singles competitor, then you could come talk to my line saying that you beat me.
And look at last weekend, by the way. Look at last weekend how the draw retained the
5
title.
other competitors.
Yeah,
you got lucky. You got lucky. You hit your best shot, and you got lucky. So listen, West Virginia, if y'all don't know what to do with the collective, if y'all don't know what me and Ampo are supposed to do up there, well, I have a perfect idea for you. Put both of my championships on the line against Wyatt Black, and let's see what that little ass kid can do against me.
And you know what? And it's funny you said that, because last weekend the draw retained those tag team championships in almost the same way. It was the work of Aaron James, but yet Wyatt Black pins Hype Man Dan Lasers, another guy like yourself, Dave Jamison, who's been in some really big matches with some really big names, but yet it was the same story, just different wrestler. Maybe, do you want cease and desist to maybe win those belts coming up here this weekend, or what's your thoughts? Because also, to remind you, by the way, just so I can refresh your memories, also, the draw, they're coming back 2 weeks from today, so they'll hear this. They'll definitely hear about this, and good. I'm sure that when you come back to Parkersburg, 325 7th Street in the Richardson building, that maybe you'll have a chat, or at the very least be in the ring with them again.
Poe, do we want cease and desist to win those championships, or do we really is it about cease and desist winning the championships, or is it?
I would like to see you and Hype Man Dan Lasers in the ring. You and Ampo and the Rare Bird. I mean, listen, that to me screams money. I mean, that screams to me like a match I think the good people in Parkersburg might want to see.
See, that's what we call business. That's what we call business, Tom. Now, what Ampo's about to explain to you is what we call personal.
I see.
Yeah. So let me get set. Let me get in here.
Okay.
Now. Say no, but so no, honestly, no. So on a serious note,
you could do that.
On a serious note, I'm tired of expressing my feelings through a damn phone. The draw keeps on talking and keeps on talking. You guys got lucky. I had fun in that match, and I slipped and forgot what we were doing. Now, if cease and desist beats you before we get our hands on you again, sorry about your damn luck. But this ain't ending until we say so. It's going to be so fun beating y'all up. That's all.
Wait. Say that again for the people in the back. I love the way you just said that. I'm about to get a t-shirt made. Say that one more time. Hold on.
It's going to be so fun kicking your explosive insert.
Let's go. Run it.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm looking forward to tomorrow between cease and desist and the draw, and cease and desist are even back here 3 weeks from today. Well, almost 3 weeks from today. Although it's 3 weeks from yesterday, they're going to be here, and maybe they'll be the tag team champions. I mean, who knows? I mean, the draw is here. They're here on the 17th, and the cease and desist are here on the 23rd. I mean, who really knows? I mean, I don't know, but I would love to see you and cease and desist in the ring. Maybe for those, you could be, listen, the SCW tag team champions, and they'll be the WVWF tag team champions, and maybe you'll collect those championships regardless. You are the collective after all.
Look, Tom, I'll tell you this right now.
Yes.
Last time we stepped foot in the ring at SCW, I broke Redneck's nose. All right, and that was without us winning the championships. Now, that's what we do to people that we like.
Yes.
Imagine what we're gonna do to people that we really, really dislike, and they have something that we want.
That would just say have the paramedic on site. Definitely have them on site.
Good job, Tom. I'm glad you have some common sense up in that.
I don't know, not too much, but I mean, so I guess we'll have to find out. But you're okay with Tafua with Brittany Storm against Godric and Phoebe. You're all right with that tomorrow.
That's business.
That's business. And there were pictures going around of what Tony Sane looked like after I had my hands on him. So like that's only a slight percentage of what happens when I don't like you. What? So when I focus my fun with personal, oh, that's a scary sight.
And you know what? You want to know something else interesting, Ampo? Tony Sane's Wi-Fi was even worse than yours before this episode.
I've seen it. I poked my head in the conversation, but when I start seeing, I beat Dave Jamison. Dave Jamison should give me a title shot because technically, didn't I pin him? I am sick and tired of it.
And Wyatt Black. Another thing I've got to remind you about, maybe I shouldn't, I'm going to do it anyway. Wyatt Black, there was even a thought about him wrestling Lee Moriarty. I mean, that's the thought. In his mind, he's had so many big, and he beats hype man Dan Lasers last week in Parkersburg, and that's where he could be going. Who knows? At this point, they might build a statue for him. And listen, they might build a statue for him in Parkersburg.
Tom, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do this stuff.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll transition into somebody that I know you're going to be a little more serious about before we sign off. Because I know you're not going to joke about him so much. But this guy, William Renee, I mean, he said some things about you guys. Now that one,
I'm gonna be so honest with you, Tom.
Yeah,
I really could care less about what William Renee had to say because I did not tune in to whenever William Renee was on here. That's how many.
I figured that. Yeah,
that many. I heard he had a lot to say about me, and I did not tune in because guess what? I do not care. I am not giving William Renee no clout. That man is mad that I have done better than him in my short amount of time.
He's not even here tonight. And by the way, he had people here. I know you weren't here. I know you were busy. Obviously, you were doing things. Obviously, maybe in the studio, in the ring. You're a busy man. You know, congratulations and all the success outside the ring. But there was even people here comparing him to Kobe Bryant.
Who?
He had his fans. They were comparing him to an early Kobe Bryant.
Bro, what happens whenever we're not all here, big dog?
William Renee, Kobe Bryant, Wyatt Black, and Lee Moriarty. I mean, who knows next? I mean, Godric Sandwell and I don't know, Kim Kardashian, or I mean, I don't know, Scarlett Johansson, Phoebe Harper. I mean, you know, could be the same thing. I don't know. Steve Carell, Godric Sandwell. What's the difference? The Stompers, Mr. T. Pretty next. I mean, with you guys that's what you get when the collective aren't here. I mean, but yeah, I mean, William Renee and Kobe Bryant, there were people in the chat that were comparing him, and he gave us don't retire. No, we need you back on. We need you back on. We need the views.
I retire. Yo. Listen, ain't no way we got William Renee out here getting. What? Yo, somebody handle my medication.
I mean, there were people.
Hold on.
Pause.
He is on the level of Kobe Bryant.
So when Kobe, those first couple of years, Renee felt that the comparison was similar that's what he was saying, that eventually his career will go on to that level after he also broke down his first few years in this sport, what he's done. And he feels he's already on that level. And Renee will be back on next month to confirm that after his matches. Well, he's got one more match coming up this month that he'll be very excited to talk about. Also, forgot to mention, by the way, thank you, Courtney, for reminding me, Wyatt Black also was toying with the idea of having a match with a man that I know very well, Rhino, the man beast, the war machine, a man.
What is wrong with him, yo?
Well, he was trying to walk it back a little bit. He was, but there is no question after his track record of win after. I know, ladies and gentlemen, Ampo and Day have seen enough. They've walked off tonight. Maybe we shouldn't ask them any more questions because maybe they're going to go on someone else's show. Because yes, there was that talk of Wyatt Black wanting the Controversy King to be in there with Rhino, the man beast, the war machine, the last real ECW champion, the most recent TNA Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer. Yes, there was that talk. I mean, who knows? I mean, at least William Renee has been in there and he's had, some big matches and big wins. But, he's been in there. His most recent victory in Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots before.
Hold on. Wait, we're live. This is America.
We are.
Who has William Renee faced one-on-one that was in a legitimate threat?
Well, I would say his most recent win to get not Lestat, but he did talk about the Banana Man Lestat. He did talk about his previous match with the Banana Man Lestat on Sportswire, and he also talked about his previous in-ring work with the Stompers. He talked about that. He also had talked about his previous in-ring work with the gentleman of exquisite caliber, Godric Stanwell. So he's had some matches. He's had some moments. Also him winning the Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots Heavyweight Championship. He had also said that he didn't need to go to other companies because he's just focused on staying on top in one company. That was another company he's going to also. But, really, he just focuses on one company.
Hey, Tom, I have a question for you.
You could ask me anything you want.
How many states has William Renee worked in?
Three. Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. Because he was the WVWE Mountain State champion. He did defeat Cody Maverick. Thank you for reminding me. Cody did beat Cody Maverick. So he's been in 3 states: Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. But I mean, they're almost like they're almost the same, right? You just go like ring around the rosy.
Now, Tom.
Yes, sir.
How many states have we worked in?
More than half a dozen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See,
more than half a dozen.
When it comes to William Renee,
Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, right? Tennessee, Maryland, right? We were in Maryland. We're Maryland.
Wisconsin, New Jersey, Connecticut.
Right next
we're
one.
there.
Yeah, I did Connecticut my list.
When it comes to William Renee,
at Ohio,
he has nothing to say because every time he gets in trouble, he asks for help. I remember when me and him was in the promotion that should now be named.
Yeah, let's not do that.
He was getting tossed left and right against the Bruisers. And what happened after his partner there couldn't help him?
Well,
he called me.
He did.
So,
he did.
Last time I seen Will, I put the beats on him and almost took his head off. But I am suspended indefinitely.
I know
because of that. But
he wasn't happy about that. Well, he was very happy about that, actually.
Of course, he was happy because he's running from his destiny of being another stepping stone.
And he said he doesn't need to be in a group anymore. He said he doesn't need to be in the collective or any group. He feels he can do it on his own. That's what he said.
Pause. F that. Pause. F that. F that. F that. F that. F that. Because this mother trucker done left the collective just to make another group. I'm pretty sure I got jumped by like 2 big fat men, and then they hopped in a white truck and stole somebody, like kidnapped them live on footage.
He had also then said that he has shown the world why he is a world heavy. He said no one in the collective.
He ain't no world champion. That mother trucker never traveled to Canada, never traveled to
Mexico.
You
guys have been to Ohio,
to Japan. They ain't no world champion.
You have to leave your country at least once a month to be a world champion.
He doesn't even hit the heavyweight mark. He's a middleweight.
Well,
I would have said straw weight, but we'll say
I'm
middleweight.
a straw weight.
I think the
Nah,
size gives
I'm
him
a
a
straw
chance.
weight. That man is a middleweight.
He is Gumby. He is just tall, and that's about it. He hires people so he doesn't get his ass beat.
He even goes after his uncle.
He's been arguing with his dad about who
Yes,
controls the company. He's hired a Celtic warrior.
And he left the
He's
collective
he
after all doing
he left the collective, and then I guess he didn't pay the two people to stay in his group. Like
Inflation's hitting out all of us hard this year as the inflation's getting to us.
blue mini dance. I don't know. Like
Yo, I'm about to start doing that when I come out, hitting the blue meanie dance.
Well, I mean, maybe Wyatt Black will wrestle him. Who knows? Maybe he has a better chance in that match.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe Wyatt Black.
William Renee anymore. I know we're worldwide, but obviously, I think I got the point on William Renee. He's obviously not traveled like you guys have to Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Connecticut, New Jersey, Wisconsin.
He was so confident of. I'm not worried about Ampo. I'm just going to worry about doing what I do. And look
He
what
did
happened.
want to tell me though
You
tonight.
lost your title.
I do want to tell you that William Renee told me that he did want to say hello to you guys tonight. He did that. He did want to send a message that he told me personally that he does say hello to you guys. And that, he said, Ampo, he will look forward to not seeing you in Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots coming up at the end of the month.
Who?
William Renee. He told me that he wanted
All
to
right,
tell
bet. You're about to get jumped.
Yeah, we're about to just rush the barricade, rush the building.
I don't even care about being paid or none of that, bro. I'm about to just show up and give you my boot of doom, and you about to just eat it till tomorrow.
Well, I guess he better be starving going into it.
I got a size 11 and I got this belt. Which one do you want?
Maybe take both. But we'll get to some more comments. We'll get to the closing thoughts. I think we've talked enough about Wyatt Black and William Renee. Yes, I don't know why Zilla says she respects Wyatt Black after what we just heard from the collective, but maybe Zilla's just
Wyatt Black versus Rhino. Rhino would split Wyatt in half in a matter of minutes.
I think Wyatt Black versus Rhino
would split Wyatt in half.
I think the better answer would be this would be the funeral, a requiem for Wyatt Black. This would be.
I'd be okay with that.
I'll be okay with that. Yeah, Wyatt will probably need to change his underwear afterwards.
You know what that means? All right. You know what that? What was that? What was that movie where the guy craps in his pants? I mean, that would be Wyatt Black in the ring.
So he takes the gore, he craps his pants, and he just gets buried with shitty pants.
Well, pretty much. I mean, that would describe it. Massacre comes to mind. Yeah, that would be a mess. You know, if you heard of the Boston Massacre, this would be the West Virginia Massacre. Yeah, this would be the West Virginia. Yeah. I think Brittany's even laughing. And also, well, you know what? We had fun with it. I mean, I think, well, at the expense of the other names we mentioned, but it got the guys going. Maybe you motivate them for tomorrow. You're going to be smiling tomorrow when you see me your favorite. That's for Courtney, by the way. And Courtney would like to say,
wait, Britt, why in the hell did you not pick up my phone call?
And also, Godric wants to say that those draw miscreants, I wish you would prevail. And let's go Maverick. Yeah. I mean, Maverick will be back on to talk about it. And also, Mr. Mustache is his boy, by the way, because Hubie booked Mr. Mustache way back in the day. Yes, there's a connection there. Hubie booked.
Hey, look.
Yes.
Draven is one hell of a competitor.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. But what's to come this Saturday?
Well, Hubie won't be there. Maybe that's why. Maybe Hubie won't be there. Yeah,
you can see it live on Jamison's Facebook or Ampo the Destroyer's Facebook live tomorrow.
You know
about 9-ish p.m.
You know what? I might actually be there in time for that. I don't like Godric, but I like Phoebe. Well, I mean, yeah. Well,
Elizabeth, let's talk about this.
She didn't like Godric.
Elizabeth.
Why?
Now, not mind if you like Godric, even though screw that guy. But Phoebe, TNB, are you kidding me?
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say also, You didn't answer my phone call. I called you and Ampo first, and I had to call Daniel Tafua.
I was on the phone with Daniel, you goofball.
Well, maybe she didn't get the caller ID. I don't know. Listen, whatever it is, Brittany, you know, we'll see what happens. But all right, you know what? I got enough of this. I will bring you guys on, I'm sure, next month, and you'll have plenty more to say. You got any final words before tomorrow night?
Protect your neck.
Oh God! All right, let me make this short and sweet. The draw.
That's how my back feels.
Yeah, like you sound. Yeah, Aaron James.
That's how my butt
Be
feels
be
after
a
I
be a
said.
be a be a solo act. Please stop having
You know, some have said, when will he defend
goons.
the WWF championship?
Yeah, we've
Never,
been asking that
never,
for months.
never. He's
Some have
look.
said
He's
that.
gonna retire it, and I have to bring out a new title at this point.
They might as well at this point.
Actually, at this point, I'm not even focused on that heavyweight title anymore. Redneck Outlaws. If you don't hit us, I'm sorry.
You gonna
Maul
die.
and Sombre. You're not walking out. You're going to be helped out to get
I
out
will
the
drag
match.
your dead body out after I decide to do so.
What else? William Renee.
I'm going to snap your neck next time I effing see you.
Yeah, you let your ego get to your head, and now you don't have a title.
I mean, the Kobe Bryant
Stupid.
comparison was,
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
the Kobe
Stupid.
Bryant comparison was certainly out there.
Stupid. Huh.
McDangle Goob.
Yeah.
This Saturday, Jackson Street Civic Center.
One more time.
Zanesville, Ohio.
Zanesville, Ohio.
Yeah.
As soon as you get off the exit, it's right there.
Right there. Right there.
The collective does what the collective always do.
And we collecting.
Yes, we're bringing the chaos, and we're walking out with championships. We have no other way. We don't have nothing else to do.
Nothing.
So by this time, what? Christmas, day 3 belts, Ampo 2-time tag. Maybe we'll
Nah, I'm gonna say it. Day 3 belts, Po 3 belts, collective on top, hashtag SSTS.
yes.
We out.
Okay, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got the point. The collective, Dave Jamison and Ampo Destroyah, have had enough. And you might want to say, from their vantage point, who could blame them when we heard about the names of such as the controversy king, Wyatt Black, who's called himself the greatest hybrid champion of all time, the youngest hybrid champion of all time, called himself one of the youngest tag team champions of all time in history, and put himself on a pedestal. Then there was worldwide William Renee, who compared himself and had others compare
Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant? Are you kidding me? That's a disgrace, Tom.
That's what the people were saying, and then
The man's dead, Tom. Like,
I know. I still have my Kobe Bryant rookie card. He's from Pennsylvania, by the way.
oh, actually, speaking of that, let me show you something.
Oh well, you know what?
Oh, hurry up!
Yeah, because we're gonna. I'll let everybody.
This
Also
isn't
follow,
show and tell. Damn it!
Follow Dave Jamison on YouTube, Instagram. Oh, you know, I have the same card. What a small world! I have the same exact card. What a small world.
Yeah.
Exact card.
Mark.
But yeah, obviously follow them. Check them out. They will be in action tomorrow coming up for SCW. They will be wrestling for those tag team championships. They will also be in action in many other places. After that, you will see them back on here next month. Also, you will see Daniel Tafua and Brittany Storm in the WVWF tomorrow. The Banana Man Lestat will be in action as well this month. So definitely check them out in places like MVP, Mon Valley Pro Wrestling. Certainly back in JICW soon. And there they are. It's day 2 belts. Ampo, soon to be 2 belts. Day 3 belts. They'll have all the belts. They'll be the belt collectors. And Ampo's collecting Hall of Fame awards because he's a Hall of Famer. Fellas, I don't think there's anything more to ask you. So I'm just going to let you guys go and get ready for tomorrow and thank you as always. And thank you for being generous with your time and generous with your commentary on the likes of Wyatt Black and Worldwide William Renee. And we'll see you next month.
Thank you again, Tom. Much love. And thank
it was
y'all
fun.
again for joining.
Thank you for everybody here in the chat. If you are here, hit the sub button for us. Hit the sub button for these guys' pages. Also, sub to the JICW content because they have some really good content. Please support them. And we'll be back here tomorrow. I have no idea who's going to be on here, but watch them live on their Facebook pages and see what they'll do for the SCW Tag Team Championships. And also, the draw will be back on here in 2 weeks. I love to see what they'll top this. Probably not. And then we'll have to see what the Cease and Desist have to say. I'm kind of looking forward to them, by the way, because it's a rare bird and a hype man. But they're not as hype as Ampo and Dave Jamison. But they're close.
What up? It's
I'm a big fan of hype. I love hype man Dan Lasers. Just say.
But, good guy, for sure.
Good guy. He's good in the ring. Hope you wrestle him soon. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one Global Radio, there's Sportswire Radio with all music and wrestling. Have a great day.